Yo, this is so out of the blue for me because I never thought in a million years I would watch this movie. But I saw a video that caught my attention. So there was this guy from Baton Rouge who was talking shit about Master P's movie. I Got the Hookup Part 2, saying it was whack. Fuck all that, all black on, black whatever, when it comes to that movie in particular, because the movie's whack. You know what I'm saying? I saw something really weird trending in the comment sections of these of the videos to the trailers of this movie. I saw a lot of people saying like, yo, so what if it's whack? So what if the acting's not good? So what if it looks low budget? It's black owned and you should support it. And I'm like, yo, first of all, I understand the argument 1,000% when it comes to wanting to support something like that. And I don't know why there's a glare right now. That's weird. But anyways, I understand. Oh, because I'm out in the sun. But I understand. It's my son. But I understand the argument with that. Like, yes, you should support that. Yes, and if it happens to be great, even better. If it doesn't, sure, support it if you want. Support it if you want. But yo, if something is garbage and looks low budget as hell and looks like they paid Instagrammers, and that's a new thing. I'm gonna use that word all the time because there's Instagrammers, like people who got a lot of followers on Instagram, they're not funny, but they're trying to be comedians. They can't rap, but they're trying to be rappers. But they're big on Instagram, and that pushes them forward because we're in the age of attention, not fucking talent, not even, I wouldn't even say fame. Because fame to me is like, I'm gonna try to break it down in my own way. Fame to me is like when you have a talent and you get famous because of it. And you're famous to a bunch of people in the real world. To me, the Instagrammers, I'm not gonna be that person that says that, oh, it's just fucking online shit. I'm sure people, they come outside too. But most people on Instagram, as far as most people on the internet who spend all day commenting, liking pictures, they don't come outside. They have no fucking lives. This is what they do. It's been like that since the fucking MySpace days, since the AIM days. A bunch of weirdos who just enjoy being online, and I don't mean a fucking computer, obviously it's your phone nowadays, and all they do is like, comment. You look at these people's profiles. I don't want to say they're fake because I'm not going to say people go out of their way to do all this, but I'm pretty sure there's like losers who make profiles. They have nothing going on in life, so they're not going to post any pictures of themselves. Their whole profile is going to be blank. They're just going to be following people. Their profile picture might be a picture of a fucking coffee cup or something like that. And these are losers, man. These are the people who boast these people into Instagram popularity. That's why I call them Instagrammers. But are they famous in the real world? Can these people walk around Walmart right now? Hell yeah, they can. Will anything happen? No, nigga. That's why when you see these fucking comedians or whatever you talking about, mostly comedians, because this is what I Got the Hookup too, man. They had mad Instagrammers. It was so stupid. Like, these people, I count a total of like maybe 10 to 15 instances where they look at the camera. You're not supposed to do that in a movie. That's very distracting. And plus you can't act. But these people walk into like stores and malls and all this and do these skits, and nobody knows who they are, because point proven, nobody knows who you are. And like in the real world, that's not fame. You're getting attention on Instagram only through your followers. There's a bunch of people like that. I seen people with fucking 2 million Facebook likes, and they could walk in the ShopRite and make their own sandwich and nobody would even blink an eye. Like I said, there's fame. Fame is like some superstar shit where you can't do it. Like, there's a lot of people, who's famous. I ain't gotta tell you who's famous. And then there's people who just have attention on certain media platforms. And that's what Master P got to be in his movie. Like, yo, I say this all the time when it comes to acting. Acting is an art, as is rapping is an art, as in singing is an art, as in multiple, like painting something. You have to be really good at something to try to attempt it out and fucking for the public. If you cannot act, what makes you think because you do 1 minute Instagram videos that you get a couple people to put LOL under your fucking video that you could star in a movie? Like, I don't even know what's his name, but the guy who was in How High 2, which was blasphemous. Like, that's yo, I spent time watching shit that I criticized. I know as much about the movie as a person who didn't watch the movie, because that's how uninteresting, that's how uneventful these movies are. They have nothing going on. There's no plot. There's just a bunch of random scenes cut together. There's an art of storytelling. That's why people who write scripts, they can live off of it, because they write multiple scripts. There's people who come in and fix those scripts. There's people while they're shooting their movie, they get paid to be on set and fix the script as it goes on. Because making a movie is fucking art. It really is. I never made a movie, but I really looked into it because I wanted to see the process of how making a movie comes about. Because I seen movies that touch my fucking soul, and I'm like, yo, it can't be just some guy writes a script and they just spit. But like I said, there's a lot of shit that comes in just to writing a script, just to writing dialogue for a script. When you see a movie like I Got the Hookup too, you just notice how little money they had to shoot this movie. Master P has been fucking in the game longer than I've been alive. For him to make a video and say, yo, this is a hood movie, nigga, what are you, like 50 years old already? You cannot say that anymore, man. You've been in the game longer than the people in your movies been alive. You can't just keep saying, yo, this is a hood movie. Nigga, you ain't even living in the hood no more. And he does a video with a nice car. I don't know cars, so it was a nice looking car and a nice looking house in the back. Nigga, yo, I'm gonna tell you something. There's this guy from where I live, the neck of the woods that I live in, Kevin Smith. He fucking sold his like comic book collection. He fucking got rid of a whole bunch of, like, he sold a car. He dipped into his college fund. I don't know what else he sold. He did all that to fund a movie called Clerks, which blew him up. And he funded $27,000. This is back in 1993. So for inflation, I would say probably round out to like $50,000 nowadays. $50,000 is not a lot of money to shoot a movie on. Hell no, it ain't. That's a little bit of money to shoot a movie on. But of course, it all takes place in one place and in a store and whatever. But just the sacrifice that he took to shoot that, like maxing out credit cards and credit, because I read the stories. He's from Jersey like I am, so it's fucking inspiring. Maxing out credit cards. Dog, you're telling me a guy from the suburbs, which doesn't automatically mean you have unlimited funds to money, but a guy in the suburbs could scramble up $27,000 to shoot a movie and make it so good that it makes like $3 million in profit. Back in the day when there was no VOD, there was no iTunes. This is back when people had to go to the movie theaters and watch a movie. To spend $27,000 to make $3 million is freaking amazing. Master P, I'm gonna go on a stretch and say he has access to way more than just $27,000 or even $50,000. I would even say that Master P has access to maybe $100,000 liquid cash, 200, maybe. Shit, I would say so. Dog, you couldn't shoot a better movie. You couldn't get a real actor. You couldn't get a real up and comer. You couldn't, why? He casted, like I said, he casted Instagrammers with a lot of followers, because I know the logic in his mind, like, oh, they're gonna post on Instagram, check out my movie, and then I'm gonna get their followers to go buy my movie to watch it. Like, nigga, the people on Instagram are fucking losers, man. They're not gonna do that. It's not gonna happen. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. If Master P should have done, which once again, I'm not an actor. I don't know how to fucking act. I don't know none of that. But what Master P should have done is got his money and hired real actors. Went to go hold auditions for. If he didn't have the money for that, then I don't know what the fuck to say. But hold auditions for real actors, man. When people watch a movie, they don't want to see a bunch of fucking buffoons who don't know how to act trying to act. That is really painful to watch. I sat through this shit, and by the end, I was like, why did I just do that? Like, I don't remember what like, yo, to watch a movie and not know what's going on at the end of it is just like, wow. Like, as many times as I was like, yo, is this movie about to end? Because this is really going nowhere at all. This is, oh my God. I just don't get it. The people have, like, Master P, I would say the opportunity he had is probably anybody with any regular job could have if they really put their fucking soul into it. They could pump out the money that Master P used to shoot this shitty ass shit. But yo, I don't know why he made the movie. If not only just to say, like, yeah, independent, all by myself. That's the only reason. It wasn't for, oh, this is a great movie, or the acting was impeccable, or the freaking this is something the world needed. Nothing. It was just to say, yeah, man, I did it on my own. Now what? Like, that was it. That's the only reason I can see why he let this freaking disaster happen. Like, as filming it, as hearing it, as editing it, he had to have edited himself, because I don't think you could pay any editor to edit this shit and be like, yo, he probably would have been like, yo, we really don't have anything here. This is not a movie. This is a collection of Instagram scenes splashed together with no coherent story. And you're gonna call this a movie? Like, I'm pretty sure anybody in the business would have told him that. Because even the worst movies have, like, yo, I just seen, sorry I'm rambling on, but it bothers me. I just seen yesterday a movie about a guy who fucking is in an accident, and then he wakes up and the Beatles never existed, so he takes their music, and because he wants to be a singer, so he just re-performs it, and people look at him like, oh my God, you're a fucking genius, and blah blah blah. That movie was not great by any stretch of the imagination. And my son fell asleep. I talk too much. But that movie was coherent. There was a storyline going on. The dialogue wasn't bad. Like, I really thought I was watching a movie. If you're watching a movie and you think you're just watching some bullshit, a bunch of motherfuckers who shouldn't even be in front of a camera, if you think you're watching that, it's not a good movie. While I was watching that movie called Yesterday, I thought I was watching a movie. It wasn't a great movie. I even left towards the end because I already knew how it was gonna fucking end. Like, it would already mapped it out. I was like, I already know how this is gonna end. So I really don't even care no more. But it was a movie. You could tell people really went in. People who know how to make movies went in to go make it. That can happen all the time. People can make bad movies. I mean, I think it was a fucking bad movie. Maybe on a scale from 1 to 5, I give it like a 2. Just because it was so predictable and the premise was just, there was no reason for it. I guess. I mean, and then the message at the end wasn't even that. It wasn't even that crazy. Like, the message at the end it didn't baffle me. I wasn't like, oh my God. But anyways, sorry about that. But I got the hookup too, man. Horrible. I never even seen part 1. But, and trust me, I didn't pay for it. I'm sorry, but that shit was horrible. See the trailers for that movie. Even the person he got to cut up the trailer, which I hope it was Master P himself. That's the only explanation. The person he got to cut up the trailer, you should see he put no effort into this at all. The sound is horrible. I don't even know if the freaking movie sounds like that, but the sound quality in the trailer is horrible. I listen to it on my beats. I listen to it on my fucking speakers. I listen to it on my phone. It sounds shitty. Play that trailer and play any other regular trailer by a movie that has a budget and has people who know what they're doing, and you see the difference. Like, yo, dog, stop doing this, man. Come on. If you're going to do something, do it right. Even if I Got the Hookup 2 was a shitty movie, if it was shot properly, if it was directed properly, acted properly, I could just be like, yo, it wasn't that good. I wouldn't call it bullshit, but this is what that movie is. Bullshit. It's some lazy ass niggas who don't want to do any better than what they could do at the current moment. They don't want to fucking expand. They don't want to be like, yo, let's bring this in. All right, yo, he can't really act. Get him out of here. He got 1 million followers on Instagram. I don't give a fuck. I want a good movie. Not a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Horrible. I'm really surprised I even made this video, but this was a fucking disaster.